Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Intan Sarafina binti Nur Azlan. My metric number is E19A0207. So today I would like to present about the risk assessment for human exposure to microplastic via dietary route of exposure. So first and foremost, what is microplastic? Okay, basically, microplastic are solid plastic particles composed of mixtures of polymers and functional additives. They may also contain residual impurities. Microplastic can be unintentionally formed when larger pieces of plastic like car, tires, or synthetic textile wear and tear. But they are also deliberately manufactured and added to products for specific purpose, such as exfoliating beads in facial or body scrubs. Next, for the hazard identification, microplastics surround us and human exposure can occur through inhalation, ingestion, and dermal absorption due to their omnipresence in air, water, food, and consumer products. These chemicals have been linked to a variety of health problems, including reproductive harm and obesity, plus issues such as organ problems and developmental delays in children. According to some research, humans have produced more than 8 billion tons of plastic, mostly since the 1950s, and less than 10% of it has been recycled. Over time, much of it has broken down into tiny particles that make their way into lakes, rivers, and oceans, eventually contaminating our food and water. And much of our food comes wrapped in plastic, which leads to tiny particles breaking off into our meals. Okay, next for the dose-response assessment, another chemicals found in plastic and some food packaging has also been linked to a number of health issues, including nervous system problems, hearing loss, and also cancer. Microplastic particles can also accumulate polychlorinated biphenyl, other chemicals that are linked to harmful health effects, including various cancers, a weakened immune system, reproductive problems, and more. Once these chemicals are inside of us, even low doses may have an effect. Alright, for the exposure assessment, humans can be exposed to plastic particles via consumption of seafood and terrestrial food products, drinking water, and via the air. However, the level of human exposure, chronic toxic effect, concentrations, and underlying toxicological mechanism by which microplastic elicit effects are still too poorly understood to make a full assessment of the risk to humans. The larger microplastics are more likely to exert negative effects. Just by eating, drinking, and also breathing, Americans ingest at least 74,000 microplastic particles every year. Another recent study commissioned by the World Wildlife Fund estimated that people consume about 5 grams of plastic a week. Lastly, for the risk characterizations, to conclude, microplastics are really harmful and dangerous to human health. These small particles have the capacity to move into the cells, tissues, and organs of the body. Regulators have now taken steps towards measuring human exposure to microplastic and quantifying the risk they pose to our health. By using the data that is available then, it is believed that microplastic may be hazardous to our health. It is thought they might act as irritants in much the same ways as asbestos fibers are now known to inflame the lungs and cause cancer. Microplastics are also thought to act as vectors for microorganisms and toxic chemicals, thus posing further health risk. So my personal recommendation is, please don't microwave food in plastic because while it might be tempting to microwave leftovers or take out right in the container, the BPA add to plastic leach much more easily when heat. So that's all from me. Thank you.